yes. Hello, welcome. Currently painting the easels out of view, but I can always turn the camera to view it if you guys want to take a look. So just let me know if you want to look. But yeah, I'm going to be painting. You guys can feel free to ask me questions. And yeah, we're just going to chill on live today. The question box right there. Let me know in the chat if you want to see the painting. And other than that, we're just going to chill. I might put on some music if it doesn't lag the stream out again. Hello! But yeah, just going to be a chill stream, painting. Just like ask for a peek in the chat if you want to see the painting and the progress on it. So, but yeah, I'm just gonna, you know. Should I put music on? Do I play Dandy's World? I've heard a lot of good about it, but I don't because unfortunately I don't have a good computer right now, and Roblox leeches all of my storage, sadly, and I need the storage to still be able to make things and actually use my phone without it exploding. My accent is awesome. Thank you. I think it's like a mixture of Midwestern and Boston, last I heard. I don't know. But yeah. Hello, welcome to the chat. But yeah. Just gonna paint, and hopefully it comes out well. If not, then, whoops, I guess. I'm really hoping it comes out well, because this is painting for a bigger project I'm doing. Basically, actually, let me show you some of the other no, I'm not going to go get the other pieces, actually. I don't want to move the whole camera around, because that's going to just be messy. But I have other pieces I'm making, too, where I have been basically making a collection. Oh, you want to see the painting? This is it so far. I'm currently, like, adding details. Painting update right now. K-pop Demon Hunters, yes. I watched that with my friends, actually, when I was visiting them out in another state. So, I have a bunch of friends back in the state where I grew up, and we all watched it together when we got together. It was great. Thank you, I'm glad you like the painting. It's gonna take a little bit, because what I'm doing is a little bit of a longer process than I usually do. It's the little details that make the painting even better than it already is, in my opinion. Like, all the little details I add make it just even further of a project, in my opinion. But yeah, I might put on music, I might not, because last time I was streaming and I put on music, the stream crashed. So, well, it didn't crash, but it lagged out and people were getting kicked from the stream. So, oh, thank you! Yeah, the eyes, I like to do makeup on my eyes that matches my hair. Big eyeliner, big eye makeup. I like big makeup. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, just painting little bit by little bit. But yeah. Thank you! I'm glad you like it. I actually had a stream earlier today where I got into this makeup, so fun fact. But yeah, currently just adding detail to the painting, which will take a little bit, but hopefully it comes out good is the plan. I'd actually move the camera. Glad you like it. But yeah, this is gonna be... Here, let me actually, I think if I put the camera here, you guys can see what I'm painting, and it's still easier enough for me to check the chat. Oh, lighting just glitched a bit, but that's fine. It'll do that occasionally. I might actually, let's try the overhead light, see if it... No, not that. Definitely not that. My phone might just be looking dimmer on my screen. What do you guys think? Is the lighting alright? Or do I need to fix it? What do we think? Is it holding up? Ooh. Did my string crash? Did... I'm up in the US. I don't usually say the specific state I'm in because, you know, I prefer not to dox myself, you know. Internet safety, of course. But yeah, I'm up in the US, so do a lot of videos when I do like little traveling stuff, so like that might give like some idea. Oh, fun! How is stuff out there? I've never been. I've gone like to one state in the other country, and that's Canada, so I'm afraid I'm a bit bland some days. Oh, my hair is trying to fight me, apparently. I don't know why my hair is like falling everywhere, but it's fine. There we go. But yeah. Why did I just get a... Oh, okay. Sorry, apparently every time I start streaming, I get notifications from all of my other apps. Every time, without fail, my phone yells at me. But yeah. It's gonna be a fun painting, I think. It's gonna take a few layers, though, to get it right. I always wanted to have some friends from foreign countries. Oh, thank you. But yeah, let me here, one sec. One sec, I'm just trying to click on the account. My thing is fighting me, but later I will try and click on your account and sub to you so we can be mutuals. I get liking to have online friends. It gives you a little oh my god, hi, we support each other. You know? But yeah. There we go. I think this painting's been in works for a few days. I'm not sure. When I paint, I just kind of get absorbed. Nose ring. I've got fake nose rings that I wear. I haven't actually gotten my nose pierced yet. I want to get a ring here or here. Maybe both. We'll see. But I have false nose rings when I remember to wear them, but I do want to get nose piercing when I'm able to, you know. That's gonna be the when am I able to do it type deal. But yeah. Yeah, you might have seen me in some videos have one, but it's I actually made the fake nose ring, fun fact, that I usually wear. I don't know where it went though. I've had jewelry just it's there one day and then gone. Which happens, so it's fine, you know. The factor of life, jewelry, rings, earrings, fake nose rings, just vanish some days. But yeah. Let's see if I can just fade this in a little bit. I'm trying on these paintings different techniques. Is a lot of what I've been doing is different painting techniques. Thank you. It's very nice of you. But yeah. This one I've been trying a dotted shading technique on the painting. I have another version of it, but this is how do I describe it? So these paintings are all samples for a bigger project, if that makes any sense. I might actually do videos working on that bigger project. So basically we have a coffee table that we got secondhand. Thank you. I am in a bunch of art classes. I'm doing an honors class this year, actually, which is very exciting, so. But yeah, this one's a more dotted technique, but I'm making them all to decide what design goes onto a coffee table. I'm going to paint on the surface of the table, hopefully. Well, hopefully it comes out alright. If not, it'll just be another thing I did, I guess, but it should come out really good. I had 4 smaller canvases, and then this is the second of the 2 bigger canvases that I'm doing for this set. And then we will decide what design looks best, and then that will go onto a coffee table. And then we will coat it in resin to protect it and just forever have this piece of art in our house, which I think is going to be really fun. I just love that idea, you know? It's a very, like, fun way to decorate. Because, like, you see paintings that you hang up on your wall and... Oh, thank you. It's very nice. I appreciate the blessings. But yeah, depending on what painting... Oh my god, notifications once again, my phone, every time. But yeah, so far, this is what we've got. I'm trying to get, like, a starry look going. I don't know. It'll depend on how this blending technique comes out. Honestly, it's all going to depend on how this comes out for how my painting ends up looking. I'm going to be so honest. I'm a little nervous because this is a newer technique to me, but a lot of times trying new techniques can come out really well. Because I've been painting for a few years now. As you can see, I mainly do abstract. I don't do realism often, but I have, I think, one realism painting. It's a self-portrait of what my hair used to look like. It's older, but it's still cute. One of the better realism pieces I've done. A lot of the realism comes better in my drawings. I'm a drawer. I'm a drawing artist, then a painter. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I will say, like, I love painting. There's just something so satisfying about getting to just kind of lose yourself into a design, which is why I love to do pieces like these, where it's very much letting the design have a life of its own in some cases. Like, I think one of my better paintings is actually one where I just kind of like let it develop as I kept painting, which was a lot of fun. I recommend it if you guys do art. Or just like grab a brush, grab a piece of paper even, it doesn't have to be a canvas, and some paint. Choose colors that feel right, and then just paint whatever feels right. Just like, it doesn't even have to be a technique, you know, it doesn't even have to be like a technique with a name, just get some colors, doesn't even have to be painting, just getting to experiment, you know? It's a fun way to do art, and like, it's definitely one of the things I've liked doing when I'm dealing with art block, is that way I don't really have to think about what I'm making too much, which is the big issue when I have art block, is I can't think of what to make. Which makes it a lot easier to get over when I can just like turn my brain off a little and make a piece like this. Is there any competition taking place in the field of painting in the USA? Yeah, some places have art contests. A girl I had in one of my classes actually won an art contest, actually. She was really talented. I think I actually have class with her this year when its stuff starts up, which I'm very excited about. But yeah, there's art competitions. I haven't entered any yet. I might one day. I know I've entered a costume contest when I was much younger. But yeah, there's art competitions out here, online, in person. There's a bunch of different ways to do that. I have not participated in an art competition yet, but I would really like to one day. I feel like that would be fun. There we go. And now I just have to do the lower pieces, which I don't know if they're visible. They're like down here. I'm painting like one field of color at a time, I think, is the plan. So, this is a more awkward angle to paint at in my experience. So I just have to like You tell me the time. I usually go live. I don't have like a specific time I go live, if that's what you're asking. I think I started doing lives like a few months into my channel at the earliest, if that's a question. But I don't have a set time that I go live. It'll depend on what I'm doing. Like, Get Ready With Me's are usually more early in the morning for me, or like towards the afternoon for me. Painting happens just whenever I have the motivation to paint. But yeah. I don't really, I look at all the other content creators who have like an upload schedule, and I'm like, I need to get one of those. But I haven't yet, and I really should have a schedule. But yeah. Not yet, unfortunately. Not yet. Hopefully soon. Hopefully I can have a schedule for uploading soon. No guarantees. Why is my lighting so bad? Oh, it's just my phone. Okay, never mind. But yeah. Subscribe. Thank you. Yeah, I'm probably, when I finish this painting, gonna do more paintings where I paint the table that one of these designs is gonna go on, at least. Maybe if I have motivation, I'll do lives when I paint some of this stuff for my class, once the classes start up. But yeah. I'm honestly very excited about the class this year. That's actually what some of these pieces are for. The teacher wanted us to come in with 5 big pieces for a year. And this is like concept art for one of my pieces, if that makes sense. And yet another random app notification, because my phone can never let me stream in peace. It's fine. I'm making jokes about it, so that's how you know it's fine. But yeah. I've been having a lot of fun. Oh, what is it doing? Is that better? Is it better now? Why does it keep doing that, actually? It hasn't done that before. Why does it... Huh. Let's try turning on this light, see if that helps. Actually, let me try something. Let me try something, actually. 1 minute. I think it's that my lighting is bad right now, but like, I'm gonna try and get the lighting to cooperate with me a little better. Let me know if it does that again. I don't know why my video is doing that. It wasn't doing that the last live, which is confusing. Alright, so I think I just need like a constant light source, or my stream's gonna like fade. Okay. That's new. But yeah. This is so far. I've got this. I'm gonna fill in the blue with this yellow color here, and then I have silver I'm adding, which is this right out the bottle. And then a black, which is also right out the bottle, and I have an absurd amount of. This paint bottle's the size of my head, guys. Why is there so much? Then again, black is like a very, very often used color in a lot of my art, so it makes sense that I need a lot of it so I'm not constantly going back to the craft store. You know? Because, like, imagine if I had to go back to the craft store every other week to get paint. I'd be going broke. I'd be, like, running out of money and truly being a starving artist. I don't know. These are the jokes I know how to make, guys. These are the jokes I know how to make. I'm trying. That's what matters. Oh yeah. So far... Oh, that one's looking funky. We'll fix that. Cut them out and then fade the edges. I'm kind of just gently tapping the canvas with paint. when my brush gets drier. And basically the effect I'm hoping that does is the caps have less and less paint on them. It should, in theory, look like the color is fading out into the canvas. Because I would love to be able to mix these when they're wet, but if I mix this with any of these when it's wet, it's gonna just get muddied and green, unfortunately, which is not the effect I want and would ruin the painting. Professionally, it's a good question. I am going to currently going to work towards a nail tech and cosmetology degree is my plan, professionally. I'm of course taking art classes, so I'm going to get art, of course. And then once I'm done getting that, I'm going to be getting a nail tech and cosmetology license. And then the plan in the end is to be a morph beautician. So, yeah. Well, that definitely means I will not be posting it, like, I don't think I'll talk about, like, anything job related unless it's me doing art commissions, which I do sometimes. I'm just not doing any right now because, you know, I'm just about to go back into classes for the year, and once I get back into the swing of things, I do think commissions will be open for at least like a month or two. And I will, of course, have, as I usually post it, either on Shorts or on my community tab, I will post examples of my art in my commission prices and like my wills and won'ts as a commission artist. So that's what I usually do for money right now, is I commission and I sell art commissions. So if you guys are ever interested in commissioning me, the easiest way to contact me for commissions? I don't know. Honestly, I have not been one for traveling lately, unless it's like a car trip, because I'm so real. I am not really having a lot of money right now. I get help getting my art supplies, and I will need to get like a stable career before I really travel anywhere, you know? So that'll probably be a while before I travel to any major place or event, so. Why does my phone keep yelling at me? I am filming, guys. Come on. Not at you guys, the people who keep messaging me. It's like, guys, I know the group chat is a thing, but I need to paint. It silenced my phone, but also there's like some messages that do need to go through, and I am not going to push them to priority right now because it's a lot of work. Maybe. I haven't really ever met any of my viewers IRL, so maybe if one day I ever do like a meet-up thing, maybe. Yeah. I will, of course, have photos taken of all of my paintings. I usually put those up on my Instagram, which should be linked in my bio, but if it's not, it is the exact same username as I use on here. Except I don't know if there's spaces or not, but it should come up. That's where I post most finished stuff of my art, including paintings, drawings, digital art, all of that stuff, including makeup as well, like makeup, nails, because I also do nails, of course. If I didn't do nails, I don't think I'd be able to get a nail technician license, so. But yeah, if you want to see like big, higher quality photos of my art, I post them. I need to post them on my community tab probably, but they're also up on my Instagram and sometimes my TikTok when I remember to. But yeah, It's getting there. I'm very, very bad at remembering names, let alone usernames. I'll try to, though. I will try to. I'm one of the people who, like, I've met a person for the 5th time, and I'm like, remind me, what's your name again? So I'll do my very best. I will do my very best. I will say I do sometimes remember profile pictures, so that might help. I'm more of a visual person than I am at remembering actual, like, names and stuff. Which I'm sure some people can relate to. I'm very sure I'm not the only person who does this. But yeah. Oh my gosh, this is... I love painting. I should probably get, at some point, a proper stool to paint on. Okay, then I will definitely remember. Alright, let's see. So far we've got almost all the yellow, I think. I'm going here, up here, and then a little in here. So, yeah. Let's see. It's fading out colors right now. I have to lean up against the washing machine sometimes. Because leaning my head this close to upside down is not doing my blood pressure any favors. Alright, one sec. I'm gonna take a quick water break. Always, people, remember to stay hydrated even when you're working. It's hot in here. Oh my gosh. Like, you might be able to hear it, you might not, but I've got a fan going, like, right over there. Cheers! Here, I'm gonna make sure my live settings are on correctly. Yeah. All messages. There we go, just in case. I always keep forgetting to set it to all messages, so make sure I've done that. Because sometimes I don't, and yeah. But yeah, so this is painting so far. It's getting there. My spine does not like doing this, guys. But yeah, so far, got this. If anyone has questions about my paintings too, like what I'm doing, the paint colors, is black my favorite color? I like black, but I personally prefer reds and purples for colors, but I do use a lot of black in my clothes and makeup. But yeah, black is definitely a good color. It goes well with, I think, just about everything in terms of, like, makeup, clothes, hair. It matches everything. Even if it's just a little pop of black, it'll look good, I've learned. But yeah, I'm gonna try and live stream a little bit more, because, I don't know, it feels more like real and raw and a little less, like, edited. I still am gonna do videos that are, like, edited or all of that. Thank you. I do tend towards darker colors. I don't know when the last time I wore, like, bright or light colors was. It was probably ages ago. I've been very comfortable in this style for a few years now. Which also, if any of you, like, have interest in wearing this style, I am going to make videos with how I do my clothes. Like, for instance, this tank top is customized. It has open sides with safety pins, which is just a very nice casual look, but still gets across that vibe. But you'd be surprised how easy it is to turn clothes into stuff like this. And then of course my hair, which is like a statement piece. At this point, I love doing my hair. I love dyeing my hair. This is definitely one of my newer favorites in terms of colors. It's a blue with purple raccoon stripes. Oh my god, thank you. I have designed dresses. I still need to sew them though. Maybe I should do a short showing all of the dress designs I've done. I might do that. I might do a short video showing my dress designs. I do have a design in the works that I'm going to turn into a dress for spring that I'm going to wear on my alt channel, so that's exciting. But yeah, very, very excited about that. I will probably on one live show one of the dresses I have made. It just no longer fits me because it's been years. It's been years, so. But yeah, I love fashion. I love to style outfits, customize clothes, all of that. Just anything creative, I've probably at least looked into it at this point. Because my hobbies are everywhere. I know there are at least a few people who can relate, even in my IRL social circle too. I've had friends who are like, yeah, I do this, 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 and this. But yeah, I might do a video where I try and make a custom piece on a limited budget. I might try that. Or show examples of how you can do some of this stuff for way less money. Oh my god! Hopefully you enjoy them. I will say some of the older ones, in my opinion, are then again, cringe culture is dead, so according to lots of people will probably find them fun. Thank you. That's very nice. But yeah, this is art and fashion and stuff like this is very much my passion. It's very much a labor of love for me. I adore making things. I have a lot of fun doing it. For instance, these bracelets are homemade. They're not actual barbed wire because that would be insane. Imagine wearing actual barbed wire. That would be crazy. Let's be so for real. Wearing actual barbed wire would just be dangerous. I'm actually gonna make tutorials on how I made those bracelets, as well as a handpiece, which I'm not wearing so paint doesn't get in it and ruin the chains. When I get done painting, I might try it on to show you guys, but I will have a tutorial up on how to make it, but it's gonna take a while, because these jewelry take me some time because they're all handmade, and it takes a while to make stuff like that, but it is very rewarding. I love stuff. I love handmade stuff. It is so fun and so intricate. Thank you. If you like the doll vibe, I do drag, and I have a very doll aesthetic on my drag. So, if you like that, I do a lot of drag on my alt channel. I have one long video up there, 2 short videos up there. Should be linked in my bio. If not, the @ is Porcelain Fair, F-A-R-E, which I will post more on, I swear. I haven't posted on there because drag makeup takes me forever. I'm still getting used to it, so. But my next video might even just be me getting into makeup or working on that dress that I've been talking about, so. Yeah. My gosh, this is taking me so long and a lot of awkward angles to get to the canvas, guys. It's definitely a process. What do we think so far? This is the painting. I'm definitely trying to fade out the edges on the little accent pieces. Yeah. Once again, water. Stay hydrated, guys. It's very important. Especially if you're out here and you're getting hit by the hot weather, or anywhere where you're getting hit by hot weather. Oof. But yeah, thankfully, at least where I am, it should start cooling down soon. Thank you. That is very sweet. I'm glad you like my art, and I'm glad you like my style. Yeah. I'm almost done with the yellow, guys. We're almost there. Hopefully. I probably shouldn't taunt Murphy, so. That might sound random if you don't know the laws of Murphy. Now that I just realized, it's like a... I don't know what it's a law of. I don't remember, but it's basically like... if you say something won't happen, it's inevitable or something like that. Just look up Murphy's Law and you'll know what I mean. It's a good one though, and it's definitely a phrase with my family, is don't taunt Murphy. It's a good phrase, in my opinion, so definitely fun. Yeah. I've hit a point where finally I do not have to be at an awkward angle to paint. Whee! But yeah, so far, should probably do this edge and then move in so I don't get paint on my arm and then drag it across the painting. That would be so bad if I accidentally smeared the paint. So let's move over here a little bit at least. You got some stars in there. But yeah. Once I get work on this done, I can show you the other paintings in this series, which will be very, very fun. They're kind of everywhere right now, but like I've said, this series is a bunch of concept pieces for what will be painted permanently onto a coffee table that will go in the household living room. So, very exciting. Yeah. My age, I don't state my age online personally, because, you know, people get creepy with stuff like that. I've had friends have people experience people with being creepy about age. I've had family members talking about people be creepy about age, so I do not state my age online. At least if I do, it won't be for a while that my age is ever like public knowledge, unfortunately. I really hate to be the person who's like dodging questions, but that's just a personal boundary for me when it comes to the internet, is I do not state my exact age online. I will give you an age range. No, it's alright, you didn't know, so it's fine. I'm just like expressing that so people know. You did nothing wrong. Curiosity is a normal thing, and you're respectful about it, so it's chill. I like when people are at least respectful. Like, that's the least we can do, guys, you know? But yeah. Paint is a very fun medium, in my opinion. I mean, a lot of people have those memories of, like, just smearing paint onto paper when they're little. I know I do. But it's a lot of fun, in my opinion, painting. Why is my phone yelling at me again, guys? The group chat can wait. I have work to do. Anyways, that's just going to be an ongoing joke here, I'm pretty sure. A lot of people who make videos, I've heard that the instant they're filming is when everybody wants to text them. So, it's like, guys, you never text me until I'm filming. What is this? I love my friends though, they're awesome. And so, like, it's totally chill if they text me. I just joke about that because it's funny to me. The irony is always entertaining. Thank you. I am also very happy with how it's turning out so far. I have like just a little bit more of this blue to color in. So that is very exciting. And then I can get towards the silvers and the blacks. Which hopefully they turn out right, because otherwise I'm like, I'm going to be so upset. They should turn out right though. And I'm going to put some other colors in here, of course. It's not just going to be yellow, because that would look a little awkward. But paintings tend to have an awkward phase, as all of us do, because let's all be realistic. Then again, I have seen some people who are like, have never had an awkward phase. I'm like, you're like the social equivalent of a unicorn, you know? The live streams are also where I just tend to ramble on random things the most. Which is either a very, very good thing, or it can annoy some people. There is no in between, but it's fine. If people don't like me, they don't have to like me. Nobody is required by law to like somebody, you know? So it's a chill place here. We're just here to chill, paint, ask, answer questions, and just have fun in general, so, you know. It's a vibe. But yeah. Alright, do we think we should do the silver or the black next? I think the silver, then the black. That way the paint water doesn't get too muddy too quickly. That's another thing. Yeah, this is my makeup. It's what I wear. Glad you noticed it. QnAs are a very, very fun thing to do in makeup, in my opinion. Raccoon eyes are like just fun. They can of course go too big, but usually I like them bigger, so big makeup is always fun, in my opinion. And that's what it always should be. Thank you. That's what it always should be. Makeup should be fun, you know? I think makeup, fashion, all of that, it's all about fun, you know? One sec. Now I'm just gonna check something real quick. Come on. Sorry. One sec. Alright. Thankfully the silver is showing up fine on the painting, so that's good. Yeah. Makeup is all about fun, in my opinion. Makeup, hair, fashion, it's all very dependent on who's wearing it, but I think it's just fun, and that's the point, is to have fun. We're all having fun. Thank you. I definitely have my father's eyes, which is like hazel but with little flecks of color all over it, which I've always found eye color to be such a fun thing, especially in art. Painting and drawing eye color is just fun. I learned while making characters, you can make such unique designs by correlating things like that, like eye colors and all of that can make very, very fun, unique characters that just can stand out or just like blend right into the aesthetic of the story, which is a lot of fun. I might do more videos on how I design characters. I might not. I have a million ideas all at once, but eye color, big thing with characters, can make such a unique look. One of my favorite characters I made as a non-human one was Purple Eyes. I found drawing and painting unnatural eye colors to be very, very fun, a lot in my like experiments with character designs, I'll experiment with things like color palettes, and that includes eyes, which I think is a lot of fun. Like I've been saying, this is all about having fun, you know? But yeah. What do we think so far? The silver is at least standing out like it should be, so what do we think so far? How's it looking? Because it's going to be a long ride, guys. It's going to be a long ride. This painting, and then I'll show you so many other paintings, of course. And yeah, let's see how this goes. But yeah. And of course, this live, as all my other lives are, will be left up once it's finished loading on my channel. And yeah, stuff like that is always exciting. I'm not ending the live yet, don't worry. The painting is nowhere near done, so. It's not nowhere near done, but it's still not near done, so. Yeah. I think I need to do raccoon eyeshadow more often. I have definitely missed wearing raccoon eyeshadow. Alright, have a good rest. Good night. Sleep well. Alright. This is what I've got so far. Very carefully adding colors. So, you know, just balancing what I add out with each other. That's another thing about art I love, is the different ways you can do composition in art is so fun to me. I don't think I have Telegram, but if you do want to keep in touch with me, you can follow me on Instagram. I have an open message set up there. If you follow me, the message should at least get recommended, and then I'll see them. But yeah, my Instagram is the same user ID as my YouTube. It's Dark Velveteen Designs. So yeah. If you want to be able to contact me, I should be on there. Just like, let me know who you are. I'll be like, who is this person? Why am I being messaged? You know? So. Alright. Can't wait to see you on there. I will definitely still be posting on Instagram. I post Instagram, YouTube, TikTok are my main platforms. I'm on all three of those. I'm also on others, but I do not post as consistently, or I don't post. Like, I'm on DeviantArt, but I just don't post there anymore. I just don't like some of the stuff they're implementing. It's like, guys, come on, what does it come to? You know? Anyways, but yeah, see you there. I might one day do an official list of my socials. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Evil look. I don't know what that is, I'm afraid. Thank you. It's very sweet of you. Currently just put on a little bit of music. If my music starts lagging the videos, guys, let me know, because I will turn it off if it starts lagging. Let me know if it starts lagging, because it's probably the music that's lagging it when it lags, because it happens. My last live started lagging because of music, sadly. So I like having music while I work. It's just a lot of fun to have a little bit of background noise to work with. There we go. Slowly just covering the painting, of course. And after this we do the wash paint, which is the most daunting one because it's very pigmented and intimidating. So, anyone else who paints, like, has to be really, really careful when painting with black, because that is, I think, by far the most, that and like other like really bright or really dark colors. Anything super pigmented takes a lot of care and caution in how you put it on, because color balance can be a whole other world some days when painting. So yeah, currently I am working off of a color palette for this. I had a palette I designed for this set that will eventually be the palette that goes for the table. And it's to match all the different colors throughout the house, actually. So we have the plum looking purple. We have a nice tealish color, a brighter blue, a paler yellow, a silver, and a black as our color palette, which thankfully the colors go really well together. Matching a color palette is always an interesting project for me, because it's just a whole process at this point. But yeah. I'm getting ads again on my music. It happens, it's fine. Yeah, so far we have this. I will occasionally pause partway through painting to show what I've done so far, because I've learned there's no real good way for me to film painting with my current reservoir of tools. So I have to pause and go, like, stand out of the way of the camera so you guys can see everything I'm putting up. Also, if all the painting technical talk gets boring, guys, let me know. Let me know. I tend to drone on sometimes, so it happens. Let me know if it gets a little much, because I've done it. I've had people IRL have to tell me that, like, okay, but you've been talking about this for hours, we need to move on. Yeah. I really like doing art on here, so it's been always a really fun thing to do. One of the things I've learned while doing art is there's not really wrong ways, unless you're using oil paint and you poison yourself, then there technically is a wrong way to do art. Don't poison yourself, that's the biggest rule, don't die. It's like the only rule I can think of in art is don't die while doing art. That's not a good plan. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. I love it. It's just such a fun, open-ended thing. And it's just such a fun outfit to paint and to draw and to create. I think I definitely need to do more art on here. I've not been doing a lot of art on here, and I don't know why, honestly. I know one point it was because I was, once again, not with my art supplies, in another state, because we'd driven out to another state. Some friends back there. But yeah, so far, this is what we're working with. Colors. I don't know. That was so weird, just colors. I need to, one of these days, go through all my lives and just clip the most random out of context pieces from my lives and make a compilation of that. I think it'd be funny. Then again, that's my sense of humor, so we don't know yet if it will or won't be funny. And yet another notification, but they happen. It's life. But yeah. I'm trying to go for a starry look. I don't know if it's too crowded or not. It could be. But, you know, that's just more review to do once the painting is done. Because, you know, painting is just fun, in my opinion. It's just fun. It's, how do we think it's looking, guys? Just an update, so I'm not in the way of the painting. I think it's getting a little crowded, but it should be fine. It should be fine, and if it needs to be spaced out, I'll do that more on the final piece. Because this is a concept piece. The final piece will be much, much larger scale, which I will try to do on live. It'll probably be easier to do on live because I will be in a different area that will be, well, easier to get the time and space to film in. I usually either film in my room or outside. I actually haven't filmed outside in forever, which I should do again while the weather's still good. Most of the filming in my room nowadays because that's where I can get the most quiet. But it is what it is. But yeah. And this is getting there, slowly but surely. But yeah. Yes. I don't know if my QnA is working or not. I haven't gotten any like questions that I can see. But it's fine because it's mainly about the painting right now, which is coming out all right. Yeah. I'm gonna start working, I think, this way on the painting, so I think that I'm here now. Am I still? No, I'm not in frame. I need to. How do I do this? I think once again I have to lean on the dryer. I will one day have part of my room turned into a proper studio area. It's just taking a while. Because, you know, changing around where everything goes and all that. But yeah. I'll probably do like a studio room tour thing when that's done. I don't know. Also, a lot of the things I do on live is I spitball ideas for future projects. So, we'll see. This is so far. Once again, we're just getting there little by little on the painting. Yeah. So. Do you have any fellow artists watching? Because if you have any fellow artists watching, let me know what projects you guys work on, you know? This is a process. My notifications are once again yelling at me. Oh no. I need to handle those settings at some point. Whatever. But yeah. This is, I don't know how long this has been. Wow, over an hour. And I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised type deal. Alright. I think here, yeah. Okay. So far, I will try and give constant updates as I paint. Also, let me know if the camera angle needs adjusted so you guys can see. Because this is supposed to be like you guys getting to paint with me, or at least watch me paint and talk. You know, so if it needs adjusted, let me know it needs adjusted. If you have questions, ask me the questions. I don't know. Or just feel free to vibe while I paint. And the music should be back eventually when this stops running through ads, because of course it's running through ads, of course. So, but yeah. This is the updating thing. So yeah, when this is done, of course, you guys get to see the finished paintings all of a sudden. And I keep getting random notifications from random apps. My phone, of course. Let's see. I'm going to be filming a tutorial video tonight. Today has been a busy, busy day. And then of course after that tutorial video I have editing and filming for the look that I did in that tutorial video. And all of that, because I need to make at least some stuff so I can start posting more regularly again. I'm back, guys, I'm back. I'm so back. For now. For now. I'm back for now. A little much on the silver pen. Okay, there we go. Alright. Almost done with the silver, guys. Almost done. So that's exciting. are getting further along in painting. I don't know how long of a time frame, but realistically not too much more to do. And then when this is done, I can show all of the pieces in the set. And yeah, that's exciting. So, stay till the end to see the finished set, if you want to, and hopefully you like the set, because this set has been a lot of fun to make, so I really am excited to share it. So yeah, this is what we're working with now, and what we're going to be doing for a bit. It's going to be a little repetitive, I'm afraid. It's going to be take paint from the palette, guide it around, make a little star, take paint from the palette, da-da-da-da-da. Again and again. Why is the group chat so active today? I don't know. Anyways, hopefully this doesn't take all night, fingers crossed, but yeah, very excited. Stay to the end for the full set, and hopefully tomorrow I can start working on the final piece with you guys, which is so exciting. So if you like my painting content and you want to see more painting streams, maybe I can do more painting on live, and I can show you more of the pieces I've made. I should do an art or a painting tour one day of all my work, but yeah. We're getting there, guys, we're getting there. We're almost there with all the silver paint. I really do like this silver paint, though. I will say, personally, this paint, really good, in my opinion. The colors I've gotten so far have been really easy to mix, and have made good mixture of colors and come out the way I wanted them to. So, very good paint. I can find out what the brand is. I got up, of course, at my local Michael's. I think so currently it's Artist Loft for anyone who also paints and wants decent acrylics. They're not like the most prestigious, expensive paint in the world, but also paint doesn't need to be expensive, I don't think, to be good. But yeah, we're getting there, slowly but surely we're getting there, which is also, in my opinion, very, very exciting. So, yeah. This is the update. We just gotta fill in the rest of that purple, I think. And then I can start on the final color. So, we're doing really good for the amount of time we're on. Plan is I should be done, then I'll sign off, have dinner, and start filming the video that should be out soon. Which is my next long form video. Which, live is a fun place to come talk to me and hear about what's going to be happening for new content. So, if you guys like getting a sneak peek into what's going to be coming out, you should do my lives more regularly, because you might get to know about what's happening before it comes out fully. So, that's exciting. I will say, if I'm getting a little less, energetically chatty, it's been a longer day today. I've been working a lot, so I might be getting a little more slowed down. That could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing in terms of, interactive content. I don't know. But, this is coming out well, I think. I have just a little more silver, I think. Just enough to fill in here. and I can start on the final color like I've been saying and saying. I'm so sorry for repeating myself this much. It's probably getting really exhausting and I apologize, but it's part of how I remember what I'm doing in some cases, honestly. But yeah, we're almost done. Alright. There, look at that. We are almost done. Home stretch soon. Home stretch soon. I really do hope to one day be able to do more professionally formatted content. Because, you know, it'll look a lot more crisp and clean than what I'm currently doing. But yeah, this is what we've got so far, which is exciting in my opinion. Ignoring that paint tube falling over, because no, it's not important. It's fine. Yeah, almost done, guys. We are almost done painting. We have been at this for an hour and nearly 20 minutes, nearly an hour 20. So, this painting, of course, has been done over multiple hours. This is just this part of it that is at that timestamp. But, as I always say, stay till the end to see all of the paintings from this set, because there's more than just this painting, and they've all got unique designs, and so it's very, very fun. And of course, if you want to see what all of these designs are going towards, subscribe and keep up with my community posts, because I will be updating everyone on what I'm making, and hopefully be streaming when I make the final piece, which is, I think, going to have been my biggest art project to date. And also the biggest thing I've painted on to date, too, so that's exciting. It's also going to be a very, very different experience for me painting, which I think is super exciting. So, yeah. I am going to get this all added in and hopefully have a finished piece and a finished set, hopefully. It'll take a while, but should be done within the week. Before the end of the week even. Well, it has to be done before the end of the week. I'm working on a deadline. But we are nearly done, so that deadline is not as daunting anymore. So, very exciting. And we have a very, very fun piece towards the end of this big project. I just realized this is like the first piece I've been making in this series that has been live broadcasted, but it is a full series of paintings that is going to eventually end with me painting on a coffee table, which is super daunting and super exciting. But yeah, you heard me right. I'm going to paint a coffee table. Not paint it with furniture paint, but make it into an art piece, which I am so excited for. You know? But yeah. This will all come together when I think it's going to be on stream tomorrow. If this gets done tonight, on stream tomorrow, I will start painting a coffee table with whichever design is chosen by the people here for the coffee table. Some of my house people I live with are having me make these, so I'm very excited because this is a very, very fun project in my opinion. But yeah, almost done with the silver. Then we move on to the final color of the painting, and then when that is finally done, I will show you all of the pieces in this series that will lead up to that big old coffee table, which I will be painting on another live stream where you guys get to sit with me and paint that coffee table. Which I will, by the way, make a video announcement on which painting got chosen for the coffee table, because that's going to be exciting as well. So yeah, I'm very, very excited. Oh, this is the last bit of silver, guys. Look at that. All of the silver for the painting. Final color, home stretch. And then once this is done, everyone who stayed till the end, they'll get to see the full series of concept paintings that I have made for that final project. And I really hope you guys enjoy it, because I have had so much fun painting these. It is insane the amount of time, but it is also so rewarding with the results. But yeah, like I've been saying, I'm still like finding it crazy that I'm going to be making the surface of coffee table painting. Like an actual painting type of thing you'd hang up on the wall. I'm so excited. I don't know, I just sound like a kid on Christmas at this point. A coffee table. But yeah, almost there. There. Almost there, guys. This is the final color of the painting. And then you guys can see the full paintings, which are so exciting, guys. I am so hyped to finally show everything, because this project, like I said, and I've been saying, is my biggest project to date. And it's going to end with me painting on my biggest canvas to date. Don't worry, there will be definitely bigger canvases that I've painted in the future. It'll happen one day where I paint on like a giant paint canvas, I'm sure of it. But for now, these are some of my bigger projects. Also, if we want a painting tour of everything I've painted to date, I can make one of those too. Because I love painting and I love sharing art. It is just such a beautiful thing. But yeah. Black isn't as visible, but it's also alright because it's a very, very strong color. So it'll probably look better in pictures, which will go up either on my community or just on Insta and TikTok. But if it goes on my community, it'll be on my community tab and my Insta and TikTok, which should be very exciting. But yeah. I'm of course going to try and make more art geared videos as well. Maybe more painting, more drawing content, some more makeup content as well, because that is a form of art. Makeup artists are a thing, which I want to be one day, let's be real. But yeah, I'm getting there. We're really close to done, guys. We are really close to done. Just hold on for a few more. And we will be able to show you all the finished pieces in this series, which are so exciting that it is crazy. Almost, guys. So, we're almost done. I'm so hyped. So I'm just going to go around here and through here with the black paint, making these little star-like things. And eventually, it'll be a finished painting and I can label it for the set. I am very much enjoying this set, though. This is, I think, one of my favorite projects so far. It is so comforting to just be able to make a nice collection of abstract pieces on here. Because I have a lot of realism to do recently, and I love realism, but it takes a lot more, for me it takes a lot more thought and purpose to put behind it and make realism. Some people are so good at realism, it's crazy. I'm not amazing at it. I'm good, but I need practice on my realism. So we're getting there though, one day maybe. But for now, I'm a very stylized person, so hopefully it'll pay off in the end. I don't know. Art is just beautiful. And it's stuff like this. I love doing stuff like this. It is like my big passion project to make these like little unique, crazy little compositions of color and shapes. This one is one of the more blended looking pieces lately. I tend to do more sharp pieces usually, but this I like so far. I've really liked so far actually. So we are, I think, really close. We are so close to done now. I have just these spots basically to paint. So hyped for how this painting will come out, because look at that. It's getting really far in. I think definitely a favorite of my paintings. I tried a new thing and it actually came out decently, so very excited. Very excited. Almost done, guys. Almost done, and then we will do the big reveal. Big reveal, guys. How long have I been doing this? Hour and a half, guys. Anyone been here since the beginning? Anybody? It's chill. Alright. We're getting there. There we go. We are almost done with this big old painting, and like I said, and I've been saying, once I'm done, I will show you the full set of paintings. And then tomorrow, I paint a coffee table. And I turn that coffee table into a piece of abstract art that will decorate the house. So I'm very excited. Alright, and this is the finished painting, guys. I'm gonna go clean my brush. But yeah. Here's a good look. Let me actually take it off the easel so I can start. But this, one second. Bear with me, my easel is fighting me. This is the finished piece. All done. And, as promised, for anyone and everyone who stayed to the end, is the rest of the set. So these are the final 2 pieces that were made based off of these 4 pieces, and this is the pieces in order of making them now. This first piece, 1A, first piece of the whole set, started it all. Right? Second piece is 1B, where I started a little more experimental of a style. This over here is piece 1B, second painting in the series. And third painting in the series, of course, is painting 1C, which I took another more experimental approach to. And then, last but not least of those paintings is painting 1D, which, as you can see, has a lot of resemblance to the piece I just finished. Anyways, I consulted and we decided we liked 1B and 1C the most. Like 1D, sorry. So 1B and 1D were the winners, and so we made versions with a little more altercation based off of the critiques I got. So this is QA, which is a bigger version of 1B, where I experimented with spacing, and this is the end result. And then finally, the piece we just finished painting, everyone, piece 2B, which is of course inspired by 1D. And those are all of the paintings in the set. I will show them to the person I'm consulting. We will decide what we like best and what we don't like. I will announce which painting won, and we will have a table to paint tomorrow. So if you want to see me paint a coffee table on live, subscribe, turn on all notifications, check community, check my stuff. I will have updates. Thank you so much for being here. Take off this smock, honestly. So thank you so much for being here. It means a lot to me, guys. Even if it's just a few people, support on my lives is amazing. And it means you guys get to see all the stuff I'm working on that doesn't go into my full videos or short videos. So, thank you. As always, take care of yourselves, have a drink if you haven't, eat some food if you haven't, stay safe, and go out there and shine like the star you are. Bye!